I'm breaking up with you.
When?
Like, right now. This is it. You're in the middle of it.
Is it because you're afraid because things are going so great between us? That's what this is.
No.
Oh, man. Well, you know, breakups are always awkward, uncomfortable, no fun.
Doesn't have to
sad.
be. It doesn't have to be. You can just kind of quiet breakup.
No. I don't know about that.
Google Trends show people are trying to call it quits without actually saying it. Like that guy was very forward about it. So here to kind of break that down, Hope Rike from It's Just Lunch. Good to have you. I mean, you're a matchmaker.
Yes.
So hopefully the matches you put together, this doesn't have to happen.
Hopefully, yes. yes.
But not always. We know that not every relationship goes swimmingly. And have you heard a lot about this trend? Is it different than ghosting? Is it kind of the same thing?
It's different than ghosting.
Okay, how so?
Ghosting is very like poof, the person is gone.
Okay.
They just stop replying to texts. They're just gone, and you don't really know what happened. With quiet quitting, we all know the concept really took off from TikTok, and professionally, that means you're just doing the bare minimum
You're still
to
going
keep
to
your
work.
job, but you're not engaged.
Oh, interesting.
You're not really invested. You're just doing what it takes to kind of get by.
So you're still in the relationship.
So
you're
this
just
is
not...
the similar, yeah, that is what you're doing with your relationship or dating. Maybe you're not in an official relationship, but you've been dating someone. So you're still having contact, you're still going on dates, but you're kind of backing away, putting less in, and you're not really engaged. You're not invested long term.
Okay, so what do we need to look out for in our partner then, and our spouses, however you want to word it, and in terms of knowing the difference between, yes, they're quiet breaking up with me, or they're just going through a phase. It's been a rough day, rough week. I mean, how do you differentiate the signs?
Great question. Well, some things you can look for is if they're avoiding time together. And you notice like it's a big difference. Say you were dating and originally you're spending like 3 or 4 days a week together. Now you're lucky if they'll hang out with you once a week. You know, texting, they used to be very engaged through the day. Now you send them a text in the morning, you get a text back in the evening.
Back.
Yeah, scaling back, that's a big sign. This one might sound silly, but daydreaming. When you are physically together, you can kind of see that they're not really there. They're kind of emotionally checked out. You might be talking and they're not really engaged or invested in the conversation. And then this one is so big, guys. If you're talking about the future, I mean, it's already mid-October. So say you're talking about, hey, you know, I'm thinking about Thanksgiving. What do you want to do? And they won't really engage in the conversation or commit to any type of plans that are down the road.
This is horrible.
That's a big sign.
You shouldn't do this, right?
Absolutely, you shouldn't. But I think sometimes what happens is if you have one person that's really invested in the relationship and one person, maybe they actually were invested, but something happened along the way where they're losing interest, they're not as engaged, or they realize, you know, I like them, but I don't think I love them. But they're fine to spend time with. Where you have a big issue is if I'm invested and they're not. So, you know, for the person who is invested, if you're suspecting, you know, they may not be really into this, then just have a conversation. Open and honest, because you're right, Ashley, like it could be something going on in their life. Maybe they're not quiet quitting at work, but they have some professional things going on that are stressing them out more. So they've just been focused on that and they say, oh, I'm so sorry. But an open, honest conversation is where you're gonna realize what's really going on.
Break it off and then call Hope and she'll help you find the right person.
Yeah, if they want to get a hold of you or just more information, check out
It's just lunchdenver.com.
It's just lunchdenver.com. There's the website there on your screen. All right, well, hopefully there's not too much quiet breakups going on.
There is hope, right, Hope?
There's always hope.
Good to see you. Thank you for that. Let's get over to Kylie.